Good morning and welcome to All Aboard in a brand new week. So, looking back on last week, we had some great turnouts for a lot of our events, including the first Blood on the Clock Tower of the year, which we ran last night. We will be running these every month. We had a great turnout last night. Looking forward to the next one. Do keep an eye out on our social media in the next week to see when the date will be for February, and we will try and get some up for March and beyond as well once we agree some dates. If you've not played before, it's a game that I can really recommend. It's very social, it's a very immersive, narrative-driven game where you're trying to find the demon in the group before the demon and their minions overpower the rest of the group. Really, really good fun. I'd recommend going over to YouTube and watching No Rolls Barred if you've not seen it before, to give you a bit of flavour about what the game is, how it plays, and if you like the look of it and you want to join us, you missed out maybe yesterday, or you just want to join us again, do let us know and we'll make sure space is available for you when we announce the next dates. So, on to some recent releases over the last week. So last week we finally got some of our packages which were delayed unfortunately by couriers. So first up we do have Ranger games from our good friends over at Hachette War Games. First up we have Farm Club. This is a very simple to learn worker placement sort of puzzle strategy game where you'll be placing animals, you'll be picking an animal and an associated objective, placing that animal within your farm, and then over the course of the game hopefully you win the objectives. The objectives care about the placement of the animals and if you have more animals than others. So you want to place those animals very carefully in order to score the maximum amount of points. I've played a few games of this already myself. I think it's a really strong game. It's great for gamers of all levels, so whether you're a family with young children, works perfectly there. If you're a more sort of experienced hobby gamer, this is just going to be that nice light filler game in between some heavier duty games to be a bit of a palate cleanser for you. So that is Farm Club. Next we have Feel Links. This game is just amazing. It's so good and I've not really seen many games like this. It's a game where you read out a situation and then there's 6 emotions around the board. Each player in secret picks a card that matches that emotion symbol, and then you have to try and guess what other emotions people said they would have felt at that situation. A game that promotes emotion and empathy, absolutely fantastic. It's got pedagogical support as well, so if you'd like to know more about that, do let me know and we can get you started on that. This is one that I will be promoting heavily to school groups, to parents, to our home ed group as well. If you want to give it a go, come on in. It is a 2-player game as well, so we can sit down and give you a quick demo, or if there's a few more of you, we'll just grab a few more chairs for the demo table, sit down, have a go at it. It really is good fun. I can recommend it to anyone, and as I said, it's with the whole emotion and empathy thing, it's just one that's rather unusual for a game, and I like that. Very, very refreshing. Then we have Splitto. This small box is an abstract card drafting game. In this game, you will be working with the players to your left and your right, trying to build up areas in between each of you, and then at the end of the game, you're scoring by combining those 2 totals together. So it's not just a normal card drafting game where you pick a card, you pass it on like something like Sushi Go, for example, but it takes that a step further, adds a bit of politicking into it. So you'll be talking to the players on your left and your right, deciding where you're going to place your cards because you want to have the best possible sort of hands on either side of you with those cards to score you the maximum amount of points. If you want to give this a go, it is 3 to 8 players, so I'll be happy to demo this, but it is 3 to 8 players. Then finally, it's not a new release, but new to us. We have got in a whole range of RPG accessories from 1985 games. So we've got a load of these terrain books. So these have a whole range of runes, spells, walls, minions, terrain, everything in them. You just cut them out and add them to your maps. And we also have a range of plain maps from them as well. This one here is the grasslands, so that gives us a basic grasslands on the front, and on the back we have a bit of a feature with some rivers, some streams running through that. We've also received dungeon journals as well, so for the DMs out there, we have a campaign journal and 2 session journals that you can keep all the notes on, writing up your next campaign. So that is everything for new releases into the shop. So we look forward to the coming week, and this week we are sort of running our standard fare of events as per usual, the ones you've come to know and love. RPG Club tonight, Board Games Club Wednesday, Flesh and Blood on Thursday, then Friday we've got the Home Ed group in the morning, After School Club in the afternoon, Open Play Saturday, and then of course the Sunday social on Sunday. However, on Sunday we will also be running a D&D workshop for everyone who is part of our community campaign. We've finally reached the end of Season 2. We've got the climax of that happening this week as many of our heroes band together to fight the fearsome Hydra in multiple sessions, and then after that we will move off into Season 3. Very, very exciting stuff. Also a great point for people to jump on if you've not yet played in the campaign and you would like to join us. For those who aren't aware of how the campaign works, it's very simple. You just sign up to any sessions that you see if you're available for. You come along to that session with your character, complete the session, level up, and then you can use your character at your convenience in another session. So if you could do a Monday night but you can't do next Monday, don't worry, come along Monday, have a blast, and then if you happen to be free any other time during the week or the weeks following and you can play, then you could join in. Alternatively, if you don't want to wait for an adventure to come up, you can put up a request yourself. Just message me, I'll be happy to help you through the process, and then we could get a group together for you at some point during the week. So if you prefer like a morning session, then hopefully we can get some people together for a morning session for you. But that is this Sunday 4 till 6, so that is the 29th, 4 till 6. We'll be running the Season 3 D&D workshop for our community campaign to see where we are going from here. And then that is everything really for our week. We do have a couple of changes on the opening times. So Wednesday we will be opening slightly later, as on Tuesday we are going up to the toy fair, and we will be back Wednesday afternoon. We're hoping to be back for around 3-4 o'clock. So there will be a note in the window, and we will put updates on our social media. If there's any delays to that, we will let you know accordingly. But we're going to the toy fair, really, really excited for that. It's a great time to check out a load of new releases, so that's always fun. And if we're allowed to take any pictures and share anything with you, we will do. But until then, guys, we'll see you in the boardroom.